dance. Telling me to dance, taking a chance.
Start your day the joyful way. It's your weekday morning talk show inviting you to start your day with a triple shot of good vibes. And now here's your host, the Queen of Joy herself, Jessica Dugas. I am the Queen of Joy. Good morning, everybody. It's Happy Hump Day. Happy Wednesday. I'm going to be redundant here because I've said this every day this week so far. It's our first ever Wednesday on Project Joy Live. Why? Because we are here weekdays now at 7 a.m. Central Time, not just Mondays, okay? Because Mondays is not the only day that you need more joy in your life. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas. Today is Wednesday, January 5th, 2022. I'm here to wake you up this morning, bring you a little joy. We're going to have some fun in the process. I've got a fabulous installment of Double D's Chronicles this morning. For those of you guys who have not been tuned in, my husband and I have been doing delivery service, and we named ourselves Double D's. Ask me about that later if you haven't heard. And we're having some fun with this, major fun with this. So I've been coming on to share little stories of our travels, of our deliveries, and it's been a lot of fun. So stay tuned for that. I want to remind you this morning, I'm going to jump on and see some people in the comments. Use the comment section, you guys, whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, wherever you are, use the comments, say good morning. Let me know where you're joining from. It's a process here. Where you're joining from, good morning, or if it's afternoon where you are, and what's bringing you joy today. That's the most important things I need to know right away. I also invite you to join me live for the next segment of the show. Head over to projectjoypodcast.com and click the join live button. You go to the website right below. There's a button that says join live. Click the button and join me for the next segment of the show, and join me live on air to share what's bringing you joy or gratitude today, and chime in on the other things that I'm sharing about for the midsection of the show today. So I want you to do that. I put out a plea yesterday to everybody, a challenge for your 2022 to join me at least once this year. You have so many options. I'm not going to, I should have mathed last night to figure that out for you guys, but I did not. So I digress. Pick a weekday and join me at some point this year. I don't care if it's come as you are, curlers in your hair, bathrobe on, coffee in hand, coffee pot in hand, if you so need to go that way. So let me know if you're going to come on, okay? Because I want to know at some point if you're going to come on and join me today. If you would like to, projectjoypodcast.com, just click the join live button. There's so much bringing me joy today, and I wanted to share with you guys. Some of you recognize this background from season 4 of the Breakthrough Show. At that time I was in this little teeny tiny space literally in the corner of my bedroom. This is how far the shows on the Breakthrough Show Network have come. Okay, I was in a little teeny tiny corner of my bedroom, and I had this to block because I had my bed, my exercise bike. We were in this tiny duplex, and as you know, there are 8 of us. Okay, so I was squeezed in, to say the least. All right. So some of you guys recognize this. I am not actually back in a smaller corner of the house. I am in my huge, beautiful, gorgeous office now. However, you guys remember last year I had the curtains with the fairy lights and everything else. Everybody loves that background. I will be getting back to that eventually. But I had all of that up, but I moved my desk over here because I had which you can see it twinkling back there. See, I can't truly hide it. My tree back there. Okay. And because I hosted a musical evening of giving end of last year, and I wanted to still sit here for a minute because I'm not prepared to move all my stuff, though it is happening soon. And so my tree is actually still back here, but I know some people are like, listen, I'm moving on from that. It is January. I don't want to see the tree. So I was thinking about throughout the year. So I've always taken Christmas decor down January 6th, which is Epiphany. And why? Not necessarily because well, I mean, I did decide it that way, but my grandmother always waited till Epiphany to take the decor and everything down. Yesterday, shout out to Brian K. Wright, by the way. You guys, if you guys have not plugged into Success Profiles magazine and you're an entrepreneur, I don't know what the hell you're doing with your life. Successprofilesmagazine.com. Go check out Brian K. Wright. He's been a guest on the Breakthrough Show. He has an incredible story. He is fantastic. He's interviewed Kevin Harrington from Shark Tank. At any rate, he's a fellow music lover like me, a fellow musical lover like me. We have connected on many times over that, but he shared yesterday on social media that he's still enjoying some Christmas music from time to time. And I said, honestly, I have a little bit from time to time too, because it just started snowing, as I mentioned a couple days ago here in North Alabama. And, it snowed the other day and it's going to snow again tomorrow. So snow always in my mind reminds me of Christmas. So I'm listening to like the snow song from White Christmas and, not necessarily like Silent Night and things like that, but holiday-esque music, right? And so my question for you guys this morning is, when do you get out of the holiday spirit? I know a lot of people that the holidays really bring them joy, and other people not so much. It's the complete opposite. So I know a lot of people take their stuff down right after Christmas. Some people wait until January 1st. Some people, Epiphany is a big day that people take decor down and whatnot that I know of. So my question this morning is, when do you transition yourself out of the holiday spirit, or does it vary? Do you have a set time every year? And I mean, take decor down, stop listening to holiday music, maybe stop making 8 batches of cookies that you're going to binge eat yourself. When do you do that? Does holiday decor and all of that bring you joy? And if so, when do you take it? So that's my question for you guys this morning. I really want to know. It's still bringing me joy back here, but I'm trying to also be mindful. Some people are like, for the love of God, I'm trying to forget everything that happened last year. That is not my mindset. However, I recognize that it's challenging for some people. So that's my question to you guys this morning as we go over to the comments this morning and see who is joining us today. We have Grand Rising. Brittany is here this morning. Nailbeautybybrittany.com. Use the code Breakthrough. Get yourself 10% off of some beautiful nail by Brittany over there at nailbeautybybrittany.com. Happy hump day. There's the camel. Jason Lansing is here this morning watching over on YouTube. Good morning. All right. Miss Flanagan is here this morning. All right. Good morning to you from that's O-Town, otherwise known as Opelika, Alabama. Glad to see your face before the kiddos get back in the classroom. Are you guys going back to school today, Shelly? I miss the memos because I homeschool. So I never know what in the hell's going on, to be honest with you. But I'm glad you can join us this morning, and it's good to see you here today. We have Brittany is watching the sunrise this morning. It was absolutely beautiful and brought me so much joy. I love that. I love scenery in general. It brings me a lot of joy. I've been posting a lot of little videos and reels and stuff on Facebook and sharing like the little snow. I know that other people in the world get snow, but I love the snow and I love how it looks in the trees and everything else. So I've been sharing that. And I love the sunrise and sunset and just nature in general. Mr. Jackson, a somber good morning this morning from Mr. Jackson. Are you still waking up? Have you put your lashes on yet? Is my question. Good morning to you, sir. Miss Finneran, not Flanagan. We've got Flanagan and Finneran here this morning. Miss Judith is here today. I love Christmas music and keep it going at least through January, sometimes longer. I love that. Listen. So hopefully I'm back. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? That's my question for you. I don't know what's going on with the connection today, but I'm hoping it holds out. Your energy, people, is too powerful for the show today. Okay, so let's see. Brittany is the binge eating cookies lasts all year round. It can, and I hope it doesn't for me. I have been, I messaged my coach yesterday. So I have a health and wellness coach, and I messaged her yesterday and I was like, I need a recipe for a healthy mug cake because I have been in treat yourself mode lately. And I'm trying to treat myself without losing the work that I have done. So whether it's little cake bites or cake pops or mug cake or little handheld pie, find me something, please. Find me something that I can feel good about treating myself to so that I don't lose the work that I've done in 2021. Okay. So my coach has her work cut out for you, and I will report back tomorrow because I'm actually meeting her in a little over an hour after the show. And we're going to see what she's come up with for me because I need something. If you guys have anything, please pass them along. Jessica at thebreakthroughshow.com is my email. Pass me along something good that you have going on for treats that aren't going to set me back. Today's the day. Anytime somebody says today's the day, I picture the pink starfish from Finding Nemo. Today's the day. The sun is shining. The tank is clean. The tank is clean. You guys know that that scene from the movie, or have I just, I don't know what myself. I love the pink starfish. She's so cute. He is working on it. Mr. Jackson is working on waking up and getting those lashes on and ready for the day. Jason, I'm glad it's working now. I don't know. Like I said, y'all's energy is too powerful here this morning. So I need to hear more about your process with the Christmas decor. How many of you find joy in the Christmas spirit? The songs, the cookies, the whatever else y'all eat, the decor and all of that. When do you take it down typically? When do you get out of that spirit is my question. I need to check and see over in I've asked the question on Facebook, so I may report back tomorrow with some more answers on that. So I have a segment coming up, as I mentioned, of Double D's Chronicles. I'm also going to share with you guys some joy in assumptions. Can we find joy in assumptions? I want to share a little bit about that with you today. How it can, it can do two things. It can bring you joy, or it can steal your joy, it can take away your joy. So we're going to talk a little bit about assumptions this morning. And I also want to remind you, you can join me live on air, projectjoypodcast.com. Click the join live button to join me the next segment and share a moment of what's bringing you joy or gratitude in your life today. Brittany says, I usually just take it down when I find the time. Amen. Amen. As it should be. It's usually before January 15th. Yeah, I do. It just had me thinking, like, I've always taken it down on Epiphany because, and we've talked about traditions on this show here before. Because my grandmother always took it down on Epiphany. So I always take it down on Epiphany. But, I'm starting to ask myself, am I really enjoying this stuff right now? Am I finding joy in it? We've turned the lights off on the living room tree. This one I've kept on because they're kind of like, they're sparkly. You can see them twinkling behind the thing here. And it goes with my sparkle vibe in my office here. So, let me know if you haven't yet, when you take the tree down, when you stop listening to Christmas music, when you stop binging on those Christmas cookies. That's my question. We're going to take a quick break and be right back with more of the show. Hang out, guys. Breakthroughs are about more than you might think. They're about discovering who you are, digging deep, reaching to the core of your soul. They're about healing yourself, understanding your beliefs, creating a ripple effect. And it's not just those initial moments that matter. It's about using them to bring more joy into our own lives and the lives of others. It's about having fun, letting loose, enjoying every moment life has to offer. It's about finding a safe space. It's about creating connection. Join us each and every month for exclusive programming, where we invite you to go beyond the breakthrough. So we ask you, are you ready? We'll see you online at thebreakthroughshow.com. Welcome back to Project Joy Live. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and I'm super excited to have you here this beautiful Hump Day, Wednesday morning, January 5th, 2022. Miss Ford is joining us out in the crowd. Good morning and happy Wednesday to the Breakthrough Show Network and Project Joy podcast, and says hello to me specifically. Hello. Good morning, my friend. It was great to have you on yesterday. You can check out a clip, by the way, of Miss Ford on the show yesterday by making sure you're following us on social media on Facebook. Just look for the Breakthrough Show Network and look for the Breakthrough Show over on Instagram as well. I love Instagram. It's so much fun. What is your favorite social media platform? That is my question for you guys. Do you guys like TikTok? Do you like Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, Facebook? What is your favorite place to hang out? If you only had to pick one, what is your favorite place? Let me know. It's hard for me to choose because I really enjoy different platforms for different reasons. So I would really it would be hard for me to pick one, to be honest, but that's why I throw it out there for you guys. So somebody else has to pick one, not me. Jason says he feels joy with the wonderful Christmas music sometimes. So that's awesome. I love that, Jason. And look, finishing out that question from last segment of when do you guys take it down? I think everybody's so different. And if it's bringing you joy, I don't care how long you leave it up. Now, my friend Lynn, shout out to my friend Lynn McGill. I love some Lynn. Lynn has started in the past putting up her decorations in October. And I have been judgy Jessica about that before. I'm like, can we have Halloween and Thanksgiving and everything else before? Because I think it's because I always feel so busy. But you know what? Whatever brings Lynn joy is what she needs to do. Period. Don't let people tell you. Don't let the judgy Jessicas of the world come in and steal your Christmas joy in October. Okay. I just want to tell you that. Brittany, listen, I'm glad I'm not alone, Brittany. I can't choose either. So, I think I want to go into a little segment here really quick because we've been having Let me know if you guys are enjoying this segment. I'm enjoying this segment, and it's time for Double D's Chronicles. Double D's if I can work my mute button today, Double D's Chronicles is story time about two delivery people, two Dugases delivering on a service. And the names of our clients have been changed to protect their privacy. If I even remember their names, I went to write down my notes for today's segment and was like, who was that? I don't know. We don't even have to worry about changing a name because I don't remember. Because we made so many deliveries yesterday. So a couple things brought me joy on the road yesterday. So the first thing was we went to go pick up some delicious Mexican food for a family. And I opened the door to, typically you hear like, mariachi band type music, things like that. I opened the door to a 65-ish year old woman that looks like she's from Mama's Family. Remember, we talked about Mama's Family yesterday. If you don't know go Google Mama's Family and you will get the picture of what I'm talking about. Looks like she's from Mama's Family, living her best life. Okay. Why? Because they were having karaoke last night in the Mexican restaurant, which I didn't even know was a thing at Mexican restaurants. But and when I tell you she was living her best life, she was belting it out for the world to hear, did not care. So I had the pleasure of listening to Mama from Mama's Family singing karaoke last night. That was amazing and wonderful. And I wanted to check back. Honestly, we drove by there several times doing some deliveries. I wanted to check back and see if she was still singing. And I asked, so this was the funny part. I asked, the manager at the station where I picked up the food. I said, oh, you guys are having karaoke tonight? She's like, yes. Do you think she's heard Hotel California one too many times? And I'm not even sure what Mama was singing. I'm calling her Mama, by the way, from now on. I'm not even sure what Mama was singing, but she was living her best life doing that. Let me just tell you. So that was a lot of fun. So let me tell you what else happened last night. Last night, we decide we get an order delivered. Ended up being delivered to our neighborhood, our same neighborhood that we lived in, about 8:00 last night. And so because it was in our neighborhood, I'm like, this is a sign. It took us home. We're gonna. So I went into the dispatch and I said, we're gonna be clocking out after this because y'all took us home to our neighborhood. Thank you so much. And they were like, okay, great, no problem. So we delivered the food and I logged out. You guys, I forgot to actually push the button, but I didn't realize that. But they knew that we were clocking out. They knew in the dispatch. I just forgot to actually click the button. So last night we get home and we're laying down, eating dinner. My husband's half undressed, like men come in and they just strip like women come in and take off their bras. Is this true for everybody? Is this only us that we're just like, we get home and we're like, I'm done. Like, I'm just done for the day. Let me know. And so we're relaxing. And probably 45 minutes later, so it's like almost 9:00 now, we get a ding. My husband's like, what do you mean new order dispatched? And I'm like, oh, shit. I don't know if I pushed the button. I was so tired last night, you guys. So we weren't going to take it. And then dispatch was like, listen, we'll add a couple extra dollars to your, because they had nobody delivering. Nobody friggin' wanted to deliver last night because it was late. And the guy orders a chicken fingers basket. Okay, so this is hysterical. A chicken fingers basket and one wing. One wing. I didn't even know that you could order one wing. I had no idea until this point. And we knew that he was high as hell. He had to order a chicken fingers basket and one wing. Okay. So, and this wasn't like in our little town. We had to go across the bridge to the other side to one, because this is a quad city area, to another city to deliver this basket in one wing. One wing. So we got home at 10 o'clock last night. Quarter after 10. By the time we clocked out at 10, delivered the food at 10, we got home at quarter after 10. I will tell you what, I was so tired, but it was funny. You know, we had a good time, and it's going to bring me into my next part about assumptions and whatnot and all of that. So anyway, that's what I have to report on Double D's Chronicles this morning. Living your best life in karaoke, and you can apparently order one wing. I'm so glad you guys are enjoying this segment. Jason's enjoying this segment over in the comments here. Brittany's enjoying the segment. I am so glad. I had plans, Brittany. Do you understand? I was going to be asleep. I was going to be in bed at 8 because I got home at 8. I was going to eat something really quick, and I was going to be asleep at 8:30. Do you understand? I had it planned out in my mind. And I forgot to push the damn button. So I felt obligated. Anyway, we're back now, ladies and gentlemen. So listen, this is what I want to talk to you today. I've been sharing a little bit on Double D's Chronicles about how we make up these little scenarios in our head, right? I shared about, Adam and how his nuggies were gone and he had to order the pizza and the pizza place was closed. And I just pictured him like crying into his empty container of chicken nuggies, okay, licking out the honey mustard till it was gone. He had nothing to eat. I was concerned it was going to snow the next day. The whole deal, okay? Make up these things in my mind, all right? Because it's fun for me. Little like completely erroneous, assumptions about things. And with the 4 Frosties, okay? Like the people that order 4 Frosties and 1 hamburger. And I just pictured people in a circle with 4 Frosties, and they cut the hamburger into 4, and we're each eating like a little triangle of hamburger, right? Okay, so I picture these things in my head, and assumptions sometimes can bring us joy, especially when we assume the positive. We assume something that makes us laugh. We assume something that brings us joy in some kind of way. And I am not talking about here joy at other people's expense. Okay, I'm not talking about where you're being ugly and nasty and making fun and all, like something that's not putting joy out into the universe. I am talking about like innocent, fun, positive assumptions. Like I am going to assume that I'm going to make a shit ton of money today. That is a positive assumption. I am going to assume that everybody that I come in contact with is going to be amazing and kind and wonderful. I am going to assume that when I work hard, amazing things come my way. I am, and it's all of these assumptions can bring us a lot of joy and keep us in that positive vibe to keep receiving. Now, sometimes the assumptions that we make are not bringing us joy. And we may think that they're bringing us joy, but they're creating a preconceived space where when we realize the truth of the matter, it brings us down. Okay. So there was a couple things, there's been a couple times in delivering so far that I have seen where this really comes to life. This concept of joy and assumptions, or lack of joy and assumptions, comes to life. Sometimes you'll see a name pop up that'll trigger us. Maybe we've had a conflict with someone else that has had that name. And it's not that we're judging all like Jessicas in the world. I hope you people are not judging all Jessicas in the world, but it's just that little trigger that we have had a challenge with somebody of that name before. And so it's just that little, thing that goes off in our head. Or we'll see an address come up or that like, hey man, this is not a good area. This is not a good neighborhood. So we automatically assume that when we see this neighborhood, we see this street, we see this name, we see this kind of person, we see all that it's going to turn out a certain kind of way. And it puts ourselves in this negative frame of mind before we even get there. It steals our joy before we even have the possibility of experiencing it or creating it ourselves. So, one of the things that I did a while back was we had done a book club around the book Judgment Detox by Gabby Bernstein. And um, a lot of people didn't want to do that book club because they thought, this is going to be about quitting judgment, and that's not possible. And that's absolutely correct. Judgments protect us. Judgments are not inherently a bad thing or a negative thing. Judgments protect us. Judgments are something that help us choose between what's right and wrong. Judgments are something that help us determine what our morals are. But the whole point of Gabby Bernstein's Judgment Detox was to kind of flip that switch a little quicker. So, or move out of judgment faster, or get to the other side of it, in feeling better about the situation. So, it's not to stop judgment. It's not to just say to become unhuman. To quit all judgment together would be not human for us to do. But it's about recognizing quicker when we're in that space of judgment, evaluating quickly, is this serving us or not? And then taking the action to move out of that space if it is not serving us in a positive way, if it is not enhancing our lives and the lives of others, for those of us that care about that in some kind of way. So now it's really, I've used this experience of driving and going different neighborhoods and seeing different names pop up, and different parts that we're getting to see around our area, to practice that. When I see a name pop up that might be like, there's a Brittany, to not automatically assume that they're going to be some kind of way, or when I see a neighborhood, to not assume that that I'm going to be in danger just because there may have been issues in that neighborhood before, or to not, just don't assume all of these things. I think it's wise when those judgments come up to be cautious and ask ourselves, why do we feel this way? Judgments are an opportunity. Brittany, I know uh, judgments are an opportunity for us to dig deeper and find out, why is whatever I'm judging right now stealing my joy? Because that's what it's doing when we don't explore that and figure out what's going on, and why those things are coming up. And it keeps us, from things that could be an amazing experience. It could be an amazing person that we're going to meet. You just never know, the kind of space we're going to be in. You can't just assume. So I'm learning very quickly not to assume anything. And when the judgments come up, to not move into that place of assumption, to go, okay, why am I feeling this way? Is it valid? Is it necessary? Is it kind? Oh, ouch. Is it kind that I'm in this space of judgment? And then moving through that, and keeping an open mind for what's to come. I think that's a key of it. Even if we step into a space of judgment and we choose to assume things based on that judgment, we can also choose to keep an open mind that things could end up better than what we assume that they're going to. Right. So the other thing I wanted to share, so I have been adamant about trying real hard to dislike the South. I'm just going to be honest here, okay? Because I grew up in New England. I miss my Connecticut. I miss my New England, something fierce. but I have been in subconsciously a lot of times finding any kind of way to hate it here. Okay, because I want to go home. All right. No, Mr. Jackson, you are not the only one who forgot to push the button. Okay. Um, so, but I have really enjoyed being here where I am. There is a lot of Native American history here. There are a lot of different people who have come here to retire that are not from this area. So there's lots of different cultures, there's lots of different types of people, there's lots of history. Helen Keller's birthplace is right down the street. Fame Studios is right across the water. That Aretha Franklin. You saw, if you've watched the who saw the Aretha Franklin movie with Jennifer Hudson? Let me know. Raise your hand. She recorded some of her music here in Fame Studio. Alicia Keys has performed or recorded here. So many people. I think the Bee Gees, lots of people have recorded here at Fame Studios. And I'm talking about right here, like where we went to deliver food last night. That's right where Fame Studios is. So this is, between the Native American history, Helen Keller, the Fame Studios, and all of these other things that are around here. It's a very cultural place, historic, lots of amazing things. And like I mentioned, it's Quad Cities. So we have Florence on our side of the river. There's Florence, and then smaller places, Killen and St. Florian. And then across the river, we have Muscle Shoals, Sheffield, Tuscumbia. And then you go a little farther, it's Russellville. And we are not far, actually. We're an hour or maybe even a little less from NASA in Huntsville. So we're super close to a lot of things. And then you want to go out a little bit farther, we have we're approximately 2 hours from Nashville, Memphis, Birmingham, 4 hours from Atlanta. So we have a lot in this area. It's longer to the coast than I would like, but we do have the Tennessee River. Anyway, there's lots to explore here, and we haven't even touched the surface yet of things to explore in this area. However, when you're on Florence side of the river and you look across the Tennessee River, there is this huge cliff. And there are real nice houses up there at the top of the cliff that you can just imagine have this incredible view of Florence and the river and the dam. And because there's the Wilson Dam that's there, that's just gorgeous. And there's another bridge as well. And so they have view of all of these things. And it was so beautiful during Christmas time. All of the houses were lit up there. And there's one house that always has like fluorescent lights on their porch. So it's really cool to see at the top of the cliff. We had a delivery up there night before last, and found out that in addition to the houses being up there, there's a little tiny road that you can take that allows you to go right to the edge of the cliff and overlook Florence. So listen, I am not a heights person. Okay. I do not like heights at all. But I was like, let's go. Because why? You only live once. Okay. YOLO. We went, my husband drove over there, and I have to share this with you guys. Are you ready? It was so gorgeous. So gorgeous. We went to the edge of the cliff, and there we are looking at the bridge. That's the bridge that we take that leads from Florence to Muscle Shoals. And this is the Tennessee River that you're looking at. And you can kind of get a glimpse in this picture here, how the there's little inlets, like you can see towards the middle on the right there. There's little inlets that go places as well that are just gorgeous. And if you continue to look down the way, I want to go up with my good camera and try to get some more pictures. But if you look even further over to the right there, that's where Wilson Dam is and everything else. But this is Muscle Shoals looking over from that cliff, looking over to Florence, and Florence is where we live over there. And it was gorgeous. It was so beautiful, and it was a lovely night. You can see it was a little bit cloudy out, but it was just so nice. We had a little bit of the snow left going on there on the brush, but we're exploring so many places here that we have never taken the time to look at before, because I have been in this place of assumption and judgment and just not wanting to. I didn't want to fall in love. I didn't want to fall in love with where we were at, because I was afraid somehow in my mind that it was going to take away from my true love, which is my home in Connecticut, right? So it's been such a cool experience, and I'm definitely going to be sharing some more with you guys about the area and as we're exploring and go to different things. Also, let me show you this really quick. You can't see it. So on the other side of this bridge, there is a walkway. It's about half the height of the bridge. It does not go up as high as the bridge. It's about half the height. And so over to the right above the bridge, you see those trees. This walkway walks across that part of the river to the trees. And it's just a walkway that you can walk over the river. It is fairly high off the ground or off the water, but I want to go walk it. And I told my husband that I want to go walk it. I'm nervous because, like I said, I don't do heights well, but I really have been like, it sounds so silly. Like I've been called to do this. Like I really want to go walk across that thing. So I plan on doing that soon. I need your encouragement. Okay, guys, I really need your encouragement because I'm nervous. I don't handle this kind of thing well, but I'm going to do this. I really want to. I feel like it's something that I'm supposed to do. I don't know why. And it's over near reservation land, which is such beautiful things to see over there, and just the energy of the land. I find it really challenging as an empath sometimes to be on native land, which we know that the majority of the country is truly native land, but that's another political conversation for another time. But this land feels very sacred and everything else. And so I want to walk across there. So let me know, what do you think I should do? Do you think I should go live going across it? Do you think I should take some, I'm going to acknowledge Miss Ford in just a moment here. Do you think I should go live? Do you think I should just enjoy it and then report back? Do you think I should take some pictures or video? Like, what do you guys think I should do? What do you want to see after I do this and my next Project Joy? What do you want to see the next time? Let me know, because I'm nervous. Can you guys tell? Like I'm feeling some kind of way about it. Miss Ford says I can do it carrying a small pumpkin. You know why she said that? Because I did a 5K carrying a small pumpkin with a face on it. That was one thing that I feel so excited that I accomplished in 2021 was I completed 2 5Ks. 2 5Ks. I was so proud of myself. Because I never wanted to or planned on doing any kind of 5Ks at all. Okay, Judith says to go live. So I might do that. I might go live. If I don't have a panic attack live on air, it'll be a damn miracle. Okay. But look at me. I'm already making assumptions. I'm making assumptions that that's how, and I'm not going to do it. I want to be open to this experience. I'm so excited to do it. And I think it's going to be gorgeous and fun. And I'm probably going to cry because, like I said, I've never, like, I don't handle things like that very well. So, yes, Ms. Ford says, do it and take some pictures, enjoy the scenery, and take in the beauty of the walk and adventure. Brittany seconds Judith, going live. Okay, so I'll probably go live. This is what I'll do. I'll likely go live on my personal page. So if you have not friended me on, listen, I'm inviting the whole world to friend me on Facebook. Just do it. I don't even care at this point. Just look for JS Dugas on Facebook, and I will go live on from my personal page. And then I will take some clips and photos and put them together and share them here on Project Joy. Okay. I may have my husband recording it if I'm grasping on to the side of this bridge for dear life. My husband may be doing the recording. But I think it's going to be fun and I'm excited. I'll let you guys know when I'm going to do it. Okay. And I will take you guys with me and we'll do it. I can't believe I've let y'all convince me to do this. I just have you know, y'all are persuasive and I love you for it. We're going to take a little bit of a quick break. I want to hear who wants to hear some Kevin Kiley Ghosted this morning. I am in the mood to dance with Kevin Kiley Ghosted. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to watch, hear some music from Kevin Kiley really quick, and we'll be right back to finish out the show. Hang tight.
I wasn't looking for somebody new, I'm fine by myself. But here you are, just getting close to stage like nobody else. So what is a man to do? I gave it up, I left all us go down, but truth be told, shouldn't have sold my soul, 'cause you left me ghosted. Still I see you creeping on my social, but I'm ghosted. Left me with your memories for weeks and I'm still ghosted. The thing I told you hurt me most, you did it when you ghosted. Your face became opaque, I'm ghosted, I'm ghosted. Said you would never, but I guess things change. Put me on top of the world, but then the winds came. Whoa, fighting for the answers, been lying to myself, pretending you won't find my harmony in somebody else. I knew that something was wrong because you never looked back. You just got on the train after we walked to the track. I should've trusted myself, but you broke the world down. Should've kept my soul, now I'm in a ghost town. Still I see you creeping on my social, but I'm ghosted. Left me with your memories for weeks and I'm still ghosted. The thing I told you hurt me most, you did it when you ghosted. Your face became opaque, I'm ghosted, I'm ghosted. I'm ghosted, ghosted, ghosted. I'm ghosted, ghosted. Still I see you creeping on my social, but I'm ghosted. Left me with your memories for weeks and I'm still ghosted. The thing I told you hurt me most, you did it when you ghosted. Your face became opaque, I'm ghosted, I'm ghosted. Still I see you creeping on my social, but I'm ghosted. Left me with your memories for weeks and I'm still ghosted. The thing I told you hurt me most, you did it when you ghosted. Your face became opaque, I'm ghosted, I'm ghosted.
I'm Ghosted with Kevin Kiley. You know, even though the theme of that song is not necessarily a happy one, because who likes to get ghosted? Nobody. But Kevin Kiley makes it enjoyable. Okay. Make sure you guys check out Kevin Kiley music wherever you can stream your music, or a YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and then of course your Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, all of that good stuff. So make sure you check out Kevin Kiley wherever you listen to your music. Okay. So listen, I want to remind you of a couple things. You can subscribe to our text messages. You guys go to text the word breakthrough to 256-685-7092. That's 256-685-7092, and get your notifications of when we are live here on the Breakthrough Show Network, both from Project Joy to the Breakthrough Show, Divine DNA, Rewriting Reality, Throwback Thursday, and a brand new show, My Way, starting in February, on February 8th, 2022. Talking to entrepreneurs doing business outside the box. It's going to be an amazing show. We're booked through July, I think, for My Way already. Like booking is like done. So so awesome. We're super, super, super excited about that. If you are not in the US, Canada, and Puerto Rico, or you just don't give a crap to receive text messages, join us in our Discord community, bit.ly/Discord breakthrough. Chat with other fans, meet past guests and hosts from the Breakthrough Show Network. Again, that's bit.ly/Discord breakthrough. If for some reason that link does not work, please send me a message or email jessica@thebreakthroughshow.com, and I'm happy to get you plugged in. Sometimes those bit.ly links are a little, yeah. I'm not going to let it steal my joy today. Do you understand? So I am really excited because it's Wednesday, and officially 5 weeks from today, we have the next installment of Divine DNA with Donnell and Angelique Jackson coming up in 5 weeks from today. Listen, another reason to get plugged in to our Discord, to our text message community, following us on social media so you don't miss when Donnell and Angelique go live. It's going to be amazing. And we are so excited to continue to dive deep into relationships, leaning on the experience of Donnell and Angelique in 2022. So we're really excited about that coming up. And as I've mentioned, we have so many amazing things coming up on the Breakthrough Show Network this season. And it's been another opportunity lately for me to walk my talk of creating the joy and finding the joy. As I've mentioned the last couple of days, the transition of us finding a new normal as a household, or figuring out what our lives are going to look like since the huge shift in my husband's employment and all of that. And then in mine as well, I have some really exciting things going on in my life that may seem to a lot of people looking in like, what in the hell is she doing? And why? And the things that we think in our space of judgment when we look at other people's lives, and it's one of those things where I've really had to lean on the things that I share with other people about creating joy in our lives and choosing to find the joy. I have gone from a lifestyle of a very leisurely lifestyle of relaxing when I want, working when I want, recording when I want, networking when I want, spending time with the family when I want, and to a constant go physical, as with the deliveries and things like that, existence. I shared yesterday that I need to get back. I shared not on the show. I shared with some friends yesterday that I really need to. Today is my day where I'm adjusting my schedule to give myself more self-care, because the last 3 days I have literally eaten every meal standing up and on the go. And that's not the kind of lifestyle that I've created for myself. But it's also this, we do what we have to do in the moment to make things okay, to not just survive, but thrive. Right. We do what we have to do in the moment. And so my body is very tired. I'm not used to this kind of schedule. And as I mentioned yesterday as well, I've dealt with long haulers COVID since I had it half a year ago now, more than a half a year ago now. And so this has been a challenging time. It has been a challenging time. And I am so thankful for the tools that I've had in my tool belt to learn how to stay grounded and create more joy in my life, no matter what is going on. I am so thankful for each and every one of you that is in my circle of people that continually check on me and reach out and, express that you're here. I shared briefly yesterday when Miss Ford was on. I'm trying to surround myself with people that are just like, I want those people in my circle for 2022 that are my cheerleaders, that aren't sitting back going, poor thing, what can I do? No, I don't want you to do anything, but just be my cheerleader, and just trust that there's a good path that I'm on, that there's amazing things that are coming, and that we're doing everything we know how to do to make those dreams come true and make those things happen. And I can feel it. I am in this energy right now. And this is something that I want to share with everybody this morning. I am in this energy right now of being on the other side of the door, being on the other side of the door. And knowing somebody that you've expected your whole life, or a package you've expected your whole life, or it's something that you've been waiting for forever, is just on the other side of the door. And you're going to open it, and it's just going to be the most amazing thing, the most joyful thing. And I feel that right now, not just for myself, but for everybody. Like our potential of what's on the other side of that door this year is amazing. It's amazing. And I can't wait for us to all open the door and figure out what that's going to be, because it's going to be awesome. It's going to be amazing. All right. So listen, another vote for me to go lives. I'm glad. Listen, I like a roller coaster, but I don't like heights where I feel like I'm going to fall off. Okay. Thank you for the love, Brittany. I know them. Oh, yes, I know them too. Some of you guys, I think, are on a delay, and I have to think back of what in the world I was showing on the screen. Thank you so much, Brittany. I appreciate that. It's going to be great and amazing. It's just, the adjustment period when you're going through things. It's like, what are we doing? It's crazy. It's crazy. Listen, that we've come to the end of the show today, our first hump day show here on Project Joy Live. I will be back, of course, tomorrow for our first Thursday ever. Aren't you glad that our firsts are going to be over after this week? So at least as far as the days go, I'll find some other first to throw in your face here for a moment. But we're going to have more, of course, Double D's Chronicles. We will have hopefully some hint, some amazing guests popping on for the remainder of the week as well. You can always go to projectjoypodcast.com and click that join live button to join me live on the air while I'm here. And I think we're going to have some fun for Thursday and Friday this week. I've got some things up my sleeve. But until tomorrow, guys, I'm your host, Jessica Dugas. Thank you all so much for being here today. I want to remind you to make joy a priority in your life today and every day. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody. You've been tuned in to Project Joy Live with Jessica Dugas, your weekday morning talk show, inviting you to start your day with a triple shot of good vibes only on the Breakthrough Show Network. Binge all past episodes of Project Joy at projectjoypodcast.com. Until next time, help us spread the joy by sharing this episode, and we'll see you soon.